Hello everyone, this is Catherine Sargefield, and I'm going to introduce my husband, Jeremy Sargefield. He has Elhers Danlos Syndrome, and EDS, and he's going to talk all about his experiences when he was diagnosed and everything. Here he is.
So my wife wore me down. Yeah. Growing up, I didn't know I had Elhers Danlos Syndrome, or EDS. Though I was extremely flexible. Very, very, very flexible. I would break bones very easily at the same time, but I was very, very strong. It wasn't easy because I also had a disability. For some reason, I couldn't walk till I was about 6 years old. Then I was also diagnosed with dyslexia, so it made it hard for me to learn. And in the 80s, they didn't understand that. So they put me in a slow kids class that basically ostracizes you, and they don't let you be with the other kids. That was hard. But that would probably be another video. But I learned in other ways. Seeing other kids, picking on me, and when they were playing games or, they never picked me. Even though I could play, even though I always wanted to play, they didn't do it. I was always on the sidelines. They'd pick on me. And other things. But through martial arts and everything else, and once I learned how to walk and everything else, I would go outside, do things, and I ended up getting hurt. Camps, end up getting hurt. Again, extremely flexible. I was sick. There's times where, because kids would pick on me and I didn't want to go to school, it psychologically hurt me badly. To the point where it literally did make me sick. But my bones and everything never really hurt back then. It's amazing what kids can do when they're younger. They get hurt and they heal fast. But as you get older, your body doesn't heal as fast. Again, I was excluded from a lot of things. So I did my own thing. But apparently, a lot of the stuff I did do could have killed me. Again, I would get broken bones, my joints, like playing volleyball, stuff like that. My kneecaps would pop and pop back in just as quick. My fingers and joints would pop in and out I've broken my knuckles. I've both hands. My skin is extremely soft. Found out that when I was younger that if I am outside too long, in the hot sun, it can actually almost pretty much kill me. I get sunburned extremely fast. My skin is extremely soft. And again, I didn't know any of this. I was diagnosed with hypermobility, and that's what they stuck with. Even though I was like 50 times more to 100 times more flexible than a what's that dextrose? Ambidextrose. You know. So all my life, I'd also have stomach problems. Certain foods I ate, this and that, it would screw me up. It was irritating, still is. But, there's times now, the doctor turned around to me and said to me, well, I know what you have because I did my thesis on it. I was like, well, what is it? And he said it's Elhers Danlos Syndrome. And I was like, what the heck is that? And so he explained it to me. It's a chromosomal disorder. It has to do with your muscles. It has to do with your bones, your joints. It just messes you up. So that was when I was 35. I still get sick quite often. I'm not the person I used to be. I take a shower and I can feel my bones popping and snapping and cracking. When I get up in the mornings, it's like the Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Well, it's snap, crackle, pop, Jeremy. And I have dislocated my fingers quite a bit. This one right here, I was bugging my wife, and she grabbed it and it twisted, and I felt it snap right here. And I don't think it still heals. It hurts really bad at times. Broken fingers, there's not much you can do really with it. Especially with someone who has Elhers Danlos Syndrome. There's what they call finger rings and stuff like that, but one, I don't have the money for those things. Like $500 a piece. Then kind of find out, I'm in about to the 5 percentile of having Elhers Danlos Syndrome. Most of it is just girls. And like me, they were diagnosed late, and some of them were diagnosed early. They have a lot of health problems, same as me. But it's even rare for men or boys to have it. My eyes are very sensitive to the light, very sensitive to the sun. I actually have to wear specialized sunglasses, prescription. Excuse me. These are polarized sunglasses to make it so that I can actually see when I'm out and around. Elhers Danlos Syndrome can also well, it affects all the muscles. So the heart, the eyes, the brain, the blood vessels. I can get aneurysms anywhere in the body at any given time. Both surface aneurysm, where it can just show up on the surface, or anywhere in the body inside. I feel blessed every day that I wake up because of it. And I still don't have a doctor that is an expert at it. The doctor that did his thesis, we had a falling out, a little bit of a cultural disagreement. He called it races, I called it facts. Anyways, I'm having a very hard time because the last family doctor we did have, he said it's just in my head, made up. Gave some kind of bullshit disorder. And then this family doctor that we have now knows even less about Elhers Danlos Syndrome or how to treat it or anything. We are trying to get to a specialist, but there's how long, dear, is it? 6 months to 3 years?
Something like that.
Anyway, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to let Catherine tell you her experience with me since she's met me to now, and the differences of what she's seen me being able to do and what I'm able to do now. So, dear?
Well, Jeremy was able to work, and he worked hard, and when we first met.
You can do it. Come on.
And anyway, but now, since he fell when he was working for HMS Host at the Edmonton International Airport, he hasn't been able to do much. But and he's definitely in more pain a lot of times, and definitely don't want to get out and about a lot of times, and feels nauseated or sick a lot of times now. He used to didn't do that when I first met him. We would do lots of things together. And now I do most of the stuff out and about, but hopefully this year will be a tiny bit different, and he'll be able to get out at least some. And that's my experiences with him. And sometimes I have gotten frustrated, but I also understand what he's going through, because I like doing things with him, going out and about with him.
And that's the hard part. Sorry, dear. That's the hard part. Me and my wife used to do everything together. And now all it seems like I can do is just give her massages, change her, care for her. I can barely even do any housework around. And I'm just gaining weight. I'm trying my best to lose weight. And I'm wondering if it's because of this Elhers Danlos. A lot of people say, oh, people with Elhers Danlos are all skinny and has eating disorders. And no. There's others that, if you look on the internet for those who tell their story, you'll see that it's either they're big or they are extremely skinny. It's not that we throw up on purpose. It just comes up. Things we eat won't stay down. Anyway, sorry.
And sometimes when he does massage, his fingers go out of joint, or fist, or wrist.
And this is what it sounds like.
Yep.
If you can hear that.
Anyway, that's my experiences with him.
But I can still bug her. But, she... It's interesting how she turned around and said to you that I worked hard. She didn't go in detail, but I'd work 12, 18 hours a day. There's times where I did 2 shifts, 24 hours at work. Those are not easy. It screws your system up. There's times where the only thing we did is, hi dear, how you doing, dear? Bye, dear. Have a good day at work, dear. Yeah, have a good sleep, dear. That's all we did. Or there's times where she was walking one way, I was walking the other. Stop, give each other a hug. Have a good day. You too. That's all we had time for. In the last video, like I said, I was making, in Moncton, I was probably making $3,000, $5,000. Sometimes more. Sometimes six. Like I said, it could have been even close to $16,000 a month from what I was making. But any job I got in Moncton, if I wasn't French, they'd fire me. I regress from that because this is not what that video is about. It's not that I'm not willing to work. I want to work. Catherine has seen me cry. Catherine has seen me almost commit suicide. There's times where it comes over me and it's like, if I died, Catherine would be better off. I'm just holding her back. her family would probably agree with it. But her family doesn't have a say. God has a say, and my wife. That's it. Living with Elhers Danlos Syndrome, you deal severely with depression, anguish, pain, extreme pain. Think of doing surgery on yourself, and that's both the same type of pain that people with Elhers Danlos Syndrome goes through all the time. So, anyways, if you have any questions about EDS or Elhers Danlos Syndrome, if there's anything that you really want to know, just let me know.
Or if you want a question and answer live video, let us know.
Or anything. Put comments down below, like the video, share it. Get the word out about this extremely rare disease, syndrome, whatever you want to call it. It's under what they call the Zebra Foundation. Anyways, God bless. Happiness is a choice. Make it a good one.